All right, you can play that Vmix now.
Okay, cool. Play a video.
That let's see how that comes out right there. All right, hold on, let me change. Okay, let me change this background here. All right, guys, if you're tuning in, you are we're doing
Bring you up.
some tests for clean feed. No, you good. And what you're looking at now is the Jazz Festival 2023 from Myrtle Beach. I'm gonna do less video movement on this.
Where can I find it at? Can I find that on your page?
Yeah, on my Facebook.
I'm looking for it now.
And guys, what we're doing is running a test. I'm having a clean feed sent to yeah, let's move this. Okay, we're freezing.
And take the clean feed logo off.
Again, guys, you are looking at shots that were shot by Mr. J. Burgess. This was at this year's Naomi production this year at Jazz Festival, Myrtle Beach, right?
Yeah.
Where at on the beach did this take place?
This is at Charlie's place down on Charlie's place on 1420 Carter Street.
Okay.
It's going to be bigger this year.
Over by your office.
Uh-huh.
Wow. And so clean feed. And what you said this young lady's name is?
Her name is Jasmine Gent.
Jasmine Gent. Where's she from?
Can you hear me all right?
I think they can. Where's she from? Let me see.
Oh, she's from oh man, that's a good question.
Yeah, they can.
Website want me to.
What's her website? Let's see.
It's JasmineGent.com.
JasmineGent.com. And so one of the things that we've discovered is that on my end, I'm gonna need to beef up this yeah, we catching it right now. Hello from the other side.
So me, right? Okay. Let me go right here.
Bogging me down over here heavy. And guys, you are watching this was streamed live. No, did you?
No, I just recorded this one.
Okay.
Find your image. Oh, there we go, right here. Check this out. I'm getting ready to cut to another shot. Ready?
Yep.
But anyway, I'm gonna check this shot out. How you like that shot?
See what we got here. Oh, I gotta pull it up bigger.
It's coming at you. You got it yet?
I got it. On my end, yeah, I'm struggling over here.
I'm getting this desk.
I got it.
There you go. Back to let me go to my setup there.
And all of a sudden you're just at the festival and you're just.
This is screen 3. Let's make that invisible. Okay, cool.
Well, I call that everyone say work with.
So you can see me in the screen.
There's always someone who says with.
Yeah, I see us in the screen over there. I see you in over there.
With in. So we call that working with it. Can we work with it out here?
And so,
okay.
Guys, what we're
so that's the So let me see if I can do a close up of one of us.
And what we got is Jay.
Here we go. Check that out. Wow, that's
Jay.
awesome.
Jay is he's using us as lab rats right now, guys, because he's testing out a new system he got. Doing his he's kind of showing off right now.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut. Can I cut to another video?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of the gospel festival, okay?
Yep.
I'm gonna cut a little bit to the gospel festival. Give me a second. Cut. And this is waves of
This was shot this year too, right?
We're gonna fix that.
I don't know if it's gonna let me back in. I'm seeing now if it's gonna let me back in there. Okay, I'm back. Wow. Yeah. All right, let me get that feedback in there. Hold on a second. Let me put this pass this feedback in there. Because right now it's just me up here talking. Let me pass this back in here. That drummer looks familiar. All right, let me add this to the stage. There we go. Yeah, the drummer looks familiar. So if I got like YouTube queued up, it's going to be pulling that 5 just because I got it queued up.
Maybe because it's streaming all over the place on your end.
Uh-huh.
I can stream to YouTube myself, but I can do the clean feed to YouTube.
Well, no, what I'm saying is as I got maybe because I pulled
my
it.
main thing is if we want to do a clean feed of just the concert.
Uh-huh.
I just want you to show me how it goes. Play a little bit for me, Daryl.
Hey, listen, we gonna be running these tests here for a little bit tonight, so y'all come in there. You get to enjoy some of this good gospel music that we got going on. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about us. That's the wrong one. Welcome to Clean Feed, your gateway to elevated online events, specializing in multi-camera live streaming production. We redefine online content with superior quality. Elevate your online events with Clean Feed and stand out in the world of high-quality production. Join us for a seamless blend of technology and creativity. Clean Feed, high-quality streaming. Hey Jay, what other type of events that let's kind of pull up some other events that just to kind of show the range of.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and bring in yeah, this is the so we just did an event with the not the fire department, the Myrtle Beach Police Department K9 unit. They had a competition with the dogs, with the K9, with the police officer dogs, and excuse me, and so we are. This is like a little bit of that right here coming up.
Through the
to be free.
To Coastal Pipes and Shields, to Jeff Gilder and his production team with Wingding TV. They're going to be live streaming the whole event today, which is pretty cool. And thanks to the North Myrtle Beach ROTC. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for supporting the men and women of the North Myrtle Beach Police Department. I want to give a shout out to my K9 division. They have worked their butts off all week to make sure this gets done. Thank you to the judges that are here and to our decoy.
Rob.
Yep. So we got.
So what was this event? What was this event about? Oh, okay, I see it there.
Officer St. Clair and Johnny Cash, the man in black.
So
this is
Aptly named.
Yeah, no, right. So he's a dual purpose.
Turn his volume down a little bit.
Yeah.
Narcotics and tracking. So you see him coming up here. He's in the shoot now, getting ready to apprehend the decoy. Firm missile engaged. There it is.
Firm missile.
Okay, so anyway, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, let me do this right quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay, cool. So basically, this event was basically a championship or either a contest between police dogs in different divisions of our police department in Horry County and a little bit in North Carolina. Um, and so they just had these obstacle courses for these dogs to run through, and it depicted the training of the dogs, and they had a couple of little things about how the dogs follow directions, commands, and stuff like that. And what I found out about this particular about police training dogs, or when the dogs attack somebody, or when the dogs are looking for contraband or whatever like that, these dogs are actually playing, right? And that's how they train the dogs. Dogs get like either food or either they get like a toy when they complete a task.
So
And
what?
so, but it's kind of cool, man, to see how it works. And these dogs are like beautiful animals, and they're like, they're kind of like police officers because of the job they do. I mean, you got some dogs that can sniff out. When I say contraband, they also sniff out bombs, or if you got C4, any kind of thing that can cause hazard to a public area. Then you got dogs that chase down bad guys.
How many? How
And
many?
and and it is like when you see it, it's like wow, okay.
How many dogs? I mean dogs. How
Oh,
many?
I
How
can't hear
many?
you on my line. Hold a second.
Uh-huh.
No, because that's why I'm coming in late.
Yeah, because I hear the late.
Hold on a second. Let me get your voice up.
Okay.
Talk to me now.
Are we mic checking?
Okay, now I got you now. So I was hearing you on the live feed. I wasn't hearing you on
I
my
got you.
system.
Yeah, because I
That's
could
why I
hear
was
it.
answering you late.
So listen, how many? What kind of setup you got here going on right here? We see the dogs, but we're here to talk about Clean Feed and what we can do to upgrade people's live events. Like this event right here, you see the people that there. That's a good crowd there. But just imagine if you had your business advertising it, coming across the screen or something like that. So tell us about what it took. Talk to me a little bit about what the production side of this, what that call for, and kind of the cost involved in that.
Okay, cool. So yes, and while we talk about that, I'm gonna bring up this little orchestra that I did.
Okay.
This orchestra. So what happens with this situation is what we do. We try to get access to events, right? And we have different ways of financing us being able to have access. Either the venue or the promoter of the event gives us a fee based on what it costs us to do the job, whether we got to travel and everything. And to help us help them, we also encourage them to sell. If I want to get into this part, to sell advertisement on the feed. And so we'll go out to the location and we'll live stream the event, but they can go out here and pad make money off of their, through donations and through whatever. If they advertise that we can be streaming this event on a particular day, right? They can get ad sponsorships to help them finance the event themselves. And
So
then that's what happens.
what's the difference in that and what you do, and as opposed to me just picking my camera up and putting it on and stream All right, guys. So what's happening is on my end, I don't have the bandwidth to carry that Vmix signal that he's sending in there. Let's see if I can get it back. So I do apologize. Hey, I didn't catch none of that. Or did I? I don't think I did. Hold on, man. Cause hold on. I gotta pull you up over here. Yeah, let me drop you a link on this here. Cause okay. All right. Yeah, let me send you a link from StreamYard real fast. Yeah, and so Jay, you're talking, and I'm thinking they can hear you talk, and they can't. So what's happening, guys, is we're running two different systems, StreamYard and Vmix, and that's what's causing the problem. So I'm about to send Jay a link over StreamYard here, so we can have a better conversation. In the meantime, shout out them boys over there at Wing Ding TV.
Hey man, I'm on my way to the finest place for everyone to play, where the drinks are cool if the sun is hot, at the Merle's Inlet Marsh Walk.
Enjoy spectacular waterfront dining and live music with breathtaking saltwater marsh views at the Merle's Inlet Marsh Walk. Marsh Walk, where the view, the music, and the fun are always free. Marsh Walk, Highway 17 Business, Waterfront, Merle's Inlet.
Are you tired of pesky bed bugs ruining your nights? Say goodbye to those annoying bugs with our effective and safe bed bug heat treatment. Our service is fast, reliable, and ECO-friendly. With our treatment, you'll be able to sleep peacefully without worrying about those pesky bugs anymore. Don't suffer through another night of uncomfortable sleep. Book your appointment now and get ready to say hello to a better night's sleep.
Easter Sunday, March 31st, E&R presents a gospel celebration at the Kingston Lake Missionary Baptist Association with featured artists, Chosen Disciples, Maurice Mazik and MDK, the Sensational Brown Brothers, the Singing Angels, the Mighty Echoes, Tyrone and Company, Heavenly Bound, Benny and the Gospel Angels, and Ernest Lucas and Predestined. Doors open at 4 p.m. Show starts at 5 p.m.
Welcome to Klean Feed, your gateway to elevated online events. Specializing in multi-camera live streaming production, we redefine online content with superior quality. Elevate your online events with Klean Feed and stand out in the world of high-quality production. Join us for a seamless blend of technology and creativity. Klean Feed, high-quality streaming. All right, Jay, I sent that to your messenger. So click on that real fast. Come in. And I'll tell you, man, I had fun this weekend. We live streamed Williamsburg County Parks and Recreation. I learned that Kingstree City Rec, and then you got the Williamsburg County Rec Department. But those two youth teams played, and it was quite an entertaining game. I learned a lot. Now the stream, the first part of the stream was just first couple minutes. The sound was echoing, and it was just working the bugs out as we went along. But eventually we got it together and learned a lot from that process, and look forward to doing it again. And let's get Jay on here again. Let him know that that's the messenger, the links in his messenger. And hey, I apologize that I'm right in your face like this night because the camera's literally right here, like right there. Right there. Like Jay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you gotta go to the messenger and
Say again?
I sent the link through to your messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Oh, through Facebook Messenger. No wonder I can't find it.
Yeah.
I'm looking through the email.
All right.
A second.
All right.
Give me a second. I'll find it.
And to all you politicians out there who are going to be getting in these next races, these races or whatever, you better hire me before your competition hire me. I'm gonna tell you that now. All right. Campaign videos, interviews. If you need me to tag along, you know, to get you some shots or whatever of you, you better holler at your boy now. Cause the price going up now. I'm telling you now. But now, man, you better get your campaign money together and take advantage of social media. And some of I'm right now as I'm going through, I'm looking for some work that we did.
So I decided to take my drone out today.
This wasn't one, but this is some work. This is the kind of work we can do for you with drones and all.
So I decided to take my drone out today and get up above the town of Andrews so I can show you some of what is actually going down. What I'm going to show you today is how the county devalues the real estate of the town. So what we have here is the Georgetown County Pavilion, bought from the town of Andrews for $1. You see the value there, $293,000. Next, we have the property that the Georgetown County Library sits on. This was bought from the town of Andrews for $5.
Yeah, man.
All right, there he is. What's up, Jay?
Hold on a second. I got to go back and hear you.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Volume. Okay, I got you now.
All right, you can hear me clearly?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely, sir.
Okay, so yeah, I got a minute because it's almost bedtime for everybody except for me. Good night. Okay. Okay, maybe you know what? I could probably take this to my phone.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, let me go ahead and see if I get this link to my phone. And if I bring it up on my phone, what happens? Do it opens that up?
Yeah, it'll open up that link.
Okay, cool. Let me check this right now, and I can get out of here. 1 second. Sorry to keep everybody waiting. Sorry about that.
I'm looking for some of the ads we did, some of the campaign videos we did.
Oh yeah. If you want to go to, can you bring up a YouTube channel over there?
I definitely most certainly can.
Yeah. So if you go to Little Boss Studio. Boss is spelled with one S. Little Little BOS Studio. It's on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, YouTube. My bad. And then you see a whole link of videos.
LITTLE. LITTLE.
BOS.
One word or two?
BOS, yeah, BOS, one word. And then studio. I mean, all these, I guess all can be separate words. They're gonna come up with a little icon, like a white icon with all pictures on it of cameras, solo as of cameras and lights and stuff like that. It says Naomi Production or something like that. But it could say Little Boss Studios.
I got you.
Okay. And you should be able to
And
bring up
what is
videos.
that? What does Little Boss Studios mean?
Okay, so when I first started my whole studio thing, I had a recording studio. And I was able to start the studio by saving dollars, not spending dollar bills for a year. And I had enough money at the end of the year to buy me a mixer and a keyboard and a microphone. And I started my studio with just those things. And Little Boss is an acronym for a little bit of stuff.
A little bit of stuff.
Studio.
That's not the way you told it to me.
Well, it's another word, but we live right now. You want me to say it? Can I say the word? Live with the shit studios. That's what it was. So I'm trying to get this on the phone. Hold a second. I got messages on my phone. Let me find it. There it goes right there. I think that's it. Okay, there we go. There you go, right there. Continue. Okay, I should pop up a second time, right?
Once you come in the studio.
Okay, it said open Safari, use StreamYard, copy link. Okay, look like we in. Put my name in there.
There you go.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna sign out of this one right quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got me. Let me give my my family a break.
Okay, you got to turn your phone landscape now.
Oh, landscape. Okay, go. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay. How come it's not flipping? Flip, damn it. Flip. Am I flipping?
Not flipping. Don't even trip. We'll do it like that. That's all right. We'll rock it like that.
Okay, cool. Let me give me a second. Let me get myself oriented because you got me doing a whole bunch of gymnastics right now.
All right.
Okay.
Easter Sunday, March 31st, E&R presents a gospel celebration at the Kingston Lake Missionary Baptist Association with featured artists, Chosen Disciples, Maurice Mazik and MDK, the Sensational Brown Brothers, the Singing Angels, the Mighty Echoes, Tyrone and Company, Heavenly Bound, Benny and the Gospel Angels, and Ernest Lucas and Predestined. Doors open at 4 p.m. Show starts at 5 p.m.
I'm trying to find some light. Give me a second. I got some. Okay, cool. We can talk. I'm trying to get out of your way.
Were you gonna go outside?
Yeah, I got to. I got to find my keys. Yeah. Okay, I'm here. So I'm gonna walk outside for a second, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna get some light on this.
All right, let's go and hit a Little Boss.
Okay, look. So Little Boss Studios, right? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep. And so let me ask you: these campaign ads, can we see them?
Yeah. You can play. You can bring them up.
Okay.
You bring them up on Little Boss.
Yeah, I got
you see them down there?
Yep. Let's see here. And so I'm trying to, show people kind of
give people an idea what we do.
Where our services could be most.
If you click on videos, so if you're on my page and you click on videos,
I got you.
It's Mayor McCleary here on site here at the P House Landing, which is a large part of actually the middle of the Black River State Park Trail. And I'm here to talk to you this morning about my vision and plan for the town of Andrews and how it's connected to the Black River and the opportunities it's going to present here for us in the near future. Again, this trail is a 70-mile trail from King Street down to Georgetown, Dunbar. And so Andrews is kind of the heart of this trail. What does that mean to us? That means that there's an opportunity now for us to connect to people coming in, businesses, all kinds of economic opportunity. And so we're out here, again, you can see around me how beautiful this place is. And so we want our folks to take advantage of this, come up with great ideas for entrepreneurship, trails that they have out here, opportunity for kayaking, so those kinds of things. All right, this is the Black River plan. Out of this plan was born the Andrews Master Plan.
So this is some of the work that we did.
Campaign.
I was saying to all of those who are running for public office here soon, you better go ahead and hire us before your competition does.
Matter of fact, I'm running to Columbia tomorrow to shoot a campaign commercial.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm working with a crew, and so I can't even tell you the name of the person. Their management team or their their campaign team called us out. We got to go down there and shoot something on the Capitol State building.
The team
on the Capitol steps.
They got a team, huh?
Yeah, they got a team, man.
Here, the Andrews Master Plan, which consists of things that gets towards the
we do. I mean, Clean Feed, Normie Productions, Little Boss Studios, all these different names are different iterations of us trying to figure out our niche. Every time we start a niche, we fulfilled it, and then we just keep moving. We keep advancing as a company. And Naomi Productions or Naomi Enterprises Incorporated is the parent company. And then, I work with everybody. So even though we do a lot of our own in-house production on a lot of different things, we also I got crews that are freelance. I'm part of a crew. I'm a freelance production guy. I mean, I work for other companies, as well as I got people that work for me that I send out to other companies, almost like a staffing company. So we do a little bit of everything when it comes down to video production. We do everything from set design, or at least set build out. We put together trusses for light systems and speaker systems. We put together jumbo screens, as well as that's when I pretty much got started in doing anything other than weddings. This was a young lady named Laura Wilson, and I shot this with a couple of handheld DV cameras back in the day. This is 2007, and I was learning how to edit, so I edit two different cameras together seamlessly with just being able to read WAV files, with just audio WAV files, and I linked all of the images together and didn't miss a beat. So, and one thing that we're looking to get into with Jamal here is commentary on any event that you may have. Sometimes you might want to show some things. You can help me out on this, Jamal. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Jamal, can you hear me? Okay, yeah. So
yes, sir.
Jamal, he came in with the proper demeanor, tone, and stoicism to be that commentator that everybody needs, that voice of reason. And you guys hear him talk every week on this channel. So, but yeah, I find something that's very valuable, or just something that's needed. If you ever want to see what color commentary is, or what the importance of commentary on any event, try and look at a sports event or any event without anybody telling you what you're seeing, right? And you would leave the room because you don't know what's happening, and it's frustrating. It's like somebody, somebody not talking is just as bad as, in my opinion, as bad as listening to a movie or something in a language that you can't understand. So Jamal brings a whole bunch of added value to what we're trying to do and what we're doing with Clean Feed, right? Um, Clean Feed is basically, if you guys want to know where the name came from, Clean Feed is basically an image that we project that don't have any graphics or anything on it, and the end user, whether it be another podcaster or whoever, get to use the Clean Feed as if it's their feed. And so we're trying to open up a you know a situation where, when you don't have production costs to do the extra production or the gear or even the manpower, you can call us. We'll go out there and shoot your event and send you the Clean Feed. Is that good? I mean, am I too much into the weeds?
No, go ahead, handle your business. I'm about to go get a cup of coffee, so go as far
Man.
in
I
the
mean,
weeds as
you
you
got to
need to
prompt
go.
me, man, because I talk about stuff I'm not supposed to talk about. I'll be to get ready recipe. You got to watch me, man. So anyway, that's what we do at Clean Feed. We do a whole bunch of stuff, and we try to keep it tight to where we don't overextend ourselves. But me, you got creative people that come up with creative images and creative everything, and then you got people like me and Jamal and my crew that are technically creative, meaning that we try to push the envelope of technology, the ones that we get exposed to, the one that we have access to, and use it in different ways, right? And so that being said, it's like uh, our system, we're moving from coaxial cable, which is regular cable, and this is into the weeds, to fiber, right? Which allow us to move more data faster down one cable, and we can split that one cable up to have many different functions, right? And that's
How
something
how
that's just,
how how is that the fiber cables and all that changed this industry? How long have you been in this business, like the
well,
audio,
I mean,
video?
I started about a year and a half doing live streaming before COVID, right? And I was at the precipice of doing something great, but when COVID hit, COVID inadvertently created a whole bunch of experts in my field. So when they figured out how to stream themselves through StreamYard and other software programs like OBS and all this stuff, and then they learned how to do the capture the images and everything, then I had a whole bunch of people, and not just me. I mean, don't get it twisted. I came into this business about 6 or 7 years ago, but to be honest, these little kids that were streaming videos, um, these little kids, man, they opened the Pandora's box because they've been doing it long before, like 10 to 12 years before we started doing, when they was playing video games online already, and they were streaming those games. So, and it was two routes for me to go. I could go to the professional route or the pro route of buying a lot of production gear from reputable pro gear suppliers, or I can go to, and I'm gonna say it, I would go to Best Buys and buy a whole bunch of stuff that was like, quality wise and output wise, it was just as good as the pro gear. And that give you an example, the name of the company, one company is called Elgato, right? And they make the Stream Decks and all these other gear, the capture cards and everything. And it was just like, wow, okay, cool. So I ain't got to spend, $100,000. I can spend $60,000 and get the same gear. And then I was off to the races, because then, like I was getting ready to say, you got people that are creative, but you got people that are technically creative. And our creativity is getting a signal from one place to the other place, right? Getting the signal to locations that need the signal, whether it's SRT, which is like the surveillance cameras, or the camera that does the weather, the camera that's be on top of the buildings overlooking the ocean, and you can get that signal into a feed, or me using something like Vmix, getting call ins, like, for example, and I think I mentioned this before, but we had an opportunity to shoot a rugby match in North Carolina about a year ago, and I've been doing other stuff since then. But this rugby match. When I get there, the announcer, they had an announcer in the press booth. He was Australian, but he told me his commentator was in Australia. And so with the technology, we had to get the signal from North Carolina to Australia in their time, without delay. So he can call the game and converse with the guy that was here locally in North Carolina. All the while, once we get that signal established, we had to also take and route the signal through a CDN, right? Which is
CDN. All
similar
right,
to
Jay. Whoa, slow down. If you're gonna take
yeah,
us that far in the
I was going to
weeds,
explain it. A CDN is basically a PayPal version of over the top streaming, which is similar to a YouTube channel, right? But this particular YouTube channel or YouTube like channel, the parent name to all of this stuff is called CDN, and I can't tell you the acronym for it, but I know it's CDN, the name of the acronym. But at the same time, we had to send this thing to England, a company called Ticketco. And Ticketco is a PayPal type service in England to broadcast this rugby match so people can pay to see it. And just figure this thing out, man. Like I say, I'm creatively, I'm technically creative. You give me an objective, and it's my job to get the signal to the location that you needed to go in. So that's just one of the few things that we do at Clean Feed via Naomi Productions. And so, and then incorporating other people's talent, right? Again, I mentioned Jamal, who does, who writes copy, who also, man, you know what you do, write copy. You're the voiceover guy. And as a matter of fact, if you guys want to know who the voice is in Clean Feed commercial, it's Jamal. He just came up with it and wrote it and did it. And so, and so at the same time, it's like, he's the man that keep me on the right path when it come down to because I'm a gearhead, and I'm a technical guy. So I talk into the weeds and people are like, what the hell is he talking about? And so he keeps me straight and keeps me, uh, you know, uh, keeps me in line, so to speak. I don't know how else to say it. But anyway, man, what else you got, man?
I got I want to show another one of these campaigns that we worked on.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So
yeah, we shoot short film. Yeah, let them know we shoot short film, we shoot campaign commercials, we do long form ad campaigns, whatever you guys need. And we also getting ready to incorporate AI video. I got a guy that's on my team right now that does really good AI. So if you guys need commercials for law firms and everything, we can make it look like it's real, or we can do whatever you want to do, right? With AI and everything. And I don't have any examples of that stuff yet because we're still working on it. But next time we talk, I have some ideas of, or I have some examples of our AI division.
I'm gonna run this, and if you would talk about this real fast, I need to.
Oh, you're talking about leadership. This is the another campaign.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna run it, and then you can run with it.
Obstacle that's blocking the way of what needs. Leadership is not just knowing what to do, it's assessing the obstacle that's blocking the way of what needs to be done. That's when experience and commitment come in. As you stand firm on your feet while in the trenches, from a solid base.
Okay,
the roadmap is set. There is no time to lose ground. Re-elect Mayor McCleary. He's fighting for all of us.
So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this particular piece.
All right.
I'm not controlling the image that you see on the screen right now because Jamal has stepped away for a second. Um, but anyway, doing campaign commercials, or any other kind of commercial, it's a matter of, people think because it's 15 seconds or
All right,
30
we are on the
seconds that.
record with 23 SC 188947. Our hearing this afternoon was noticed for 3 motions to quash that we received last week.
So
We
yeah,
received
so
more
anyway,
since the notice
I
went
can't.
out,
I'm trying to talk over this.
and
This
hope
is
to
like
be able to address
another
this
commercial that
as
just
well if we
popped
have
up,
time.
or
But if
a
not,
video that
we
just popped up.
can also come back Tuesday afternoon. So let me
Uh,
start off
Jamal
with
has stepped away from his desk for a second, and he's
council
controlling this
introductions for the
outfit.
waiver, excuse me,
Um,
council introductions for the record, and if there's any waiver of client's presence. So, Ms. Merchant.
Yes, good afternoon, Judge.
so
Acting
anyway,
Merchant for Michael Roman,
I'll
co-counsel
wait for
John
this to
Merchant, and we
end
would
so we
waive
can
Mr. Roman's presence for the
so I can
record. Thank you,
talk.
Judge.
I'm gonna see where Jamal is at.
And again, I think we have 6 motions to quash that have been filed. So let me start with.
Okay, I'll be right there.
All right. In no particular order, let me start with, do we have Mr. Banks on Zoom or here at all? These were the
Good
add-ons.
afternoon, Judge Gabe Banks, on behalf of myself as well as on behalf of Mr. Campbell. Present.
All right, thank you, Mr. Banks.
So anyway, doing campaign commercials, and you guys probably know this, like again, as we build our team out, doing these kind of videos, it brings forth a lot of you gotta have a idea of what people want, even when we're doing live events, a lot of time people ask for things and they don't really know what they want. They just know they want something. And so with Jamal at the head, myself as a technical person, we kind of like assess the situation and see what the best that we can offer our clients when it come down to like, it would be best for us to do it this way because you can get this kind of impact from the audience, or you get this from the local audience, or even the streaming audience. So we got to make an assessment on everything that we come up with. So going back to the mayor's campaign, the Mayor Andrews, his campaign, what we basically did is we assessed what his message was, and it was up to us to take. We can't say everything we need to say in a 30-second ad, so we had to break the ads down in different parts and different type of ads to really get the messages across. So we just did a small campaign for him where we, took an assessment of his voting populace and dissected how the messages need to be distributed and when. So, so it's a lot more that goes into shooting video than just shooting a video, right? You got to have a objective, right, and a destination you're trying to reach.
Well,
With,
and
all
the mayor
production.
was really easy to shoot because he knew what he wanted to say.
Exactly. So we didn't have to do a lot of work for the mayor, but we have come across other people that wanted to say something, but they didn't know how to say it, or they didn't even speak right. And we have to make a decision to whether we use their voice, or we use voiceovers, or we use other things. But say it again about the mayor. He was easy.
Yeah, that was a walk in the park, because he knew what he wanted to say, and that makes a big difference. And then some people, just being in front of a camera is not a natural thing. So some people, they don't do well in front of a camera.
No, they don't. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I
So
had this young lady that was a preacher, and she wanted to do weekly sermons on this broadcast, and and when she's preaching to a pulpit, when she's preaching in church, she's spot on. She know what she want to say, and I think what do you call that thing when God put that all on you, anointed. Yeah, she's anointed speaking in front of a crowd, but when she got in front of a camera, she could not remember 3 sentences together. And it made my life difficult because I had to edit that stuff. And she couldn't get past a paragraph without forgetting or whatever Then I messed around and gave her a teleprompter. Then I found out she can't read. I mean, she could read, but she couldn't read
Not
on the camera. You know what I'm
there you go.
saying? And
Be
that
looking
made it
like
even worse.
be looking like Joe Biden reading that teleprompter.
And everybody think, well, you got a teleprompter. I said, yeah, I got one, but it ain't easy.
No.
The text is moving. You usually reading a book and you stay on one word till you get the word right. But with a teleprompter, you got to go through that thing, man. And so, it's always easier for you to learn your lines than it is for you to read a teleprompter. I think, it's easier for me anyway. But yeah, man. So going back, Clean Feed is a multifaceted, full service video production company. So everything from doing.
What are some of the things we can offer and somebody who's saying, okay, man, it sounds like what they got going. You got a company and you want to invest with us. You want to say, hey, look, I want to put some money towards you guys. What can you do for me?
Thank you. And I appreciate you bringing us back to that point. So if you want to support Clean Feeds and your fellow people, if you want to support us, you can sponsor Clean Feed. And what we'll do is we can work out a package deal where if we do different shows and be streaming all over the place, you can come in and buy a package where we put your ad with us. So you can buy an actual individual show, or you can buy us, you can buy the actual service of us promoting your brand, your brand, your service, and your products wherever we go at. So if we're doing a rugby match or a golf tournament or even racing, whatever, if you got a product that you think might need to reach a lot of, or a big fan base or a big market, then that's what we do. We get, depending on what event and who promoter we're working with, we get anywhere between, 1,000 views in a small market to like 100,000 to 300,000 views, right? And the cool thing about supporting us is when you do buy an ad, an ad buy, or you sponsor us, and we encode your logo and your brand, your commercial, or whatever you give us, that actually product is embedded. And so after the live stream, and the video is up for review and viewing again, every time that video is played, your ad will play, which is added value, to you. So, and we just reach out after this podcast right here. We have a number up where you can reach out to myself, Jay, or either Jamal, and inquire about what it is, how we can serve you. The main thing is getting exposure for yourself, for your product, and for your services. And through Clean Feed, as we present these different streams on different platforms, your brand would be exposed. And we can't guarantee you a ROI, but we can guarantee you a certain amount of eyeballs on your brand.
Impressions, basically.
Impressions, yeah. There you go. Thank you. So we can give you the impressions because we all over. And say again, you mentioned Wingdang. Wingdang is also a partner of ours, where Wingdang is a platform that's distributed through is distributed through Roku, Amazon Fire, as well as Apple TV. Not let alone that every time we use Wingdang, they have their own social media platform as well, meaning X used to be Twitter. We also got an Instagram, we got TikTok. So every time we, not to mention Facebook and YouTube, every time we upload the Wingdang, it also goes to the other platforms, right, on other channels. So, which is really cool because now your product is getting exposed way more than you would like if you just go to a local network and advertise on a local network. You would get that play doing that campaign at that time, and once it's over with, it's over with. With us, that your ad is on many different shows, many different programs for as long as the program is hot. long as it's up in the air, you know. And we seldom take anything down once we get it up in the cloud, you know. So even if people, you know, see one of our events and they want to go back and look at the older events, your ad will be there. So we just looking for you guys to come out and help us um, uh, do what we need to do to expose a lot of talent, a lot of events, a lot of things. And tell them about a little bit about the other program we got going on with the underserved counties, Jamal.
Yeah, and so this past weekend we were able to go into Williamsburg County and live stream a youth basketball game, which was, you know, like I was saying, it was a little rough at the beginning, but it turned out well. The kids really enjoyed it, and right now that video is at like 900 views, and I doubt at any point they would have gotten 900 people to come in to watch that those games. And you know, during those games, what we did is we ran some ads that we, you know, people that we deal with. Matter of fact, here's one here. And I encourage everybody that's watching to go and download the Wingding app.
It's a free download.
Free download. One of the partners that we're going to be using, but that's one of the things. So you know, as we move along in this, we'll have a calendar listed basically of where we're going to be. So you know, I understand some businesses it wouldn't benefit you to advertise in certain markets, but then, you know, especially if you got like a business, but if you have a business like, you know, mail order, online order or something like that, you know, it would benefit you to keep up with us and where we go. And you know, you could do something where you see that, like you see that Clean Feed logo in the bottom of the screen there, where you could, you know, purchase that spot right there and roll there. I gotta get better at that, because I went back listening to myself at the Williamsburg County thing, and I'm like, if you want to be a part of this, and then like, part of what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't feel bad, because the first rendition of the commercial that I put together didn't have a contact information on it. Because I was so happy about putting together the commercial, I forgot to put the contact information on it. But you know, the upcoming videos and stuff for Clean Feed will be, you know, where people can get in contact with us and everything.
So, but I would encourage businesses, you know, especially if you're watching me on a regular basis, just inbox me and ask me what my numbers are and why, and I can explain to you why you should advertise with us, why you should give us an opportunity to come in and help expand your brand. I mean, because the one thing I always tell people is that people in business, you know, what is too much advertisement? Is there such thing as too much advertising? And I don't believe that, because everybody watching this knows where McDonald's is in their town or in the town next to them, and they know what's on the menu at McDonald's, you know, to the point where, you know, you get there, you know what you want, you know, because you know what's on the menu. But McDonald's advertises every day, newspapers, you know, radio, internet, TV, they're constantly advertising. So if a multi-billion-dollar company like them sees the importance of advertising, you should take advantage of something like this in your area and upgrade and scale up your advertisings. Because I think what happens to a lot of content creators and business owners is we try to put on too many hats. And especially, you know, for your content creators, some people, don't bog yourself down in having to deal with all the technical side. You want to save your energy for creativity. But, you know, the money that you'll save, you think you're going to save by buying your own equipment, you could be that much farther and putting content out if you hire us,
Thank you.
because
Yeah, that's a good.
we could scale down. We don't have to come with the, we could scale it down to fit your budget to where, we can get this content done and out. But yeah, don't bog yourself down with something that's already in place for you. And I think a lot of it is that people just don't know. So we'll do what we got to do to advertise, and that's going to take a campaign on social media, paid ads and stuff like that. So I look forward to it though.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, the key thing is, sometimes people get caught up with trying to reinvent the wheel, and the wheel has already been made, man. You know, you know. As a side note, before we sign off, I told my daughter, I said, she's like 15 now, and she getting a driver license, and I used to tease her when she was like 9, 10, that she gonna get a bobcat, right? And she said, "Daddy, what's a bobcat? I want no damn cat." Like, no, a bobcat is a little mini tractor. It's called a skid steer, and it's like a little tractor, that you can get to move dirt and make driveways and stuff like that. And she said, "What I'm gonna do with a bobcat?" And I said, "Well, with a skid steer, a skid steer." And I said, "Well, you don't have to do anything with it. You don't even have to drive it. Your job is, when I get you the bobcat, your job is to procure the contracts that require you to need a bobcat. And once you get those contracts, you hire somebody to drive the bobcat. It's just your bobcat. You know what I'm saying? So your job is to go out here and get contracts, right? Go out here and seize the opportunity for you to make a parking lot. Because once they build a building, somebody got to move all of the rest of the debris to make the parking lot. Somebody got to do the pond. Somebody got to do the berm for the landscaping designer. You know what I'm saying? So, somebody got to dig the holes. They don't need a whole big hole. They need a bobcat size hole. So anyway, get the jobs. And so, and I say that to say, it was a long story, but I say that to say, it's like, you can go out here and be creative and come up with content that you want to present to the public. But it's another whole ball game dealing with the actual technical side of where the cables go at and how to make this happen. And even if you do figure it out, you can't be behind the camera and in front of the camera at the same time.
Bingo.
And that's the hard part. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many things that can and will go wrong doing a lot of podcasts. And sometimes you have one of those shoots that everything is golden when you do it the first time. And you can't recreate it. So you might as well let somebody else be responsible for the technical side, which is what they're pretty much good at and what they enjoy doing. I got a face for radio, right? And I got a voice for not to be heard. So it don't do me no good to be in front of anything. I got to be behind the scenes. But anyway, that being said, man, don't let me talk forever, man.
It's all good because we got these now.
Are you tired of pesky bed bugs ruining your nights? Say goodbye to those annoying bugs with our effective and safe bed bug heat treatment. Our service is fast, reliable, and ECO-friendly. With our treatment, you'll be able to sleep peacefully without worrying about those pesky bugs anymore. Don't suffer through another night of uncomfortable sleep. Book your appointment now and get ready to say hello to a better night's sleep.
So, do you follow the groundhog?
Me?
Yeah.
I do not. What's prevalent about it? Tell me what about it?
It's stupid because the whole thing is on February 2nd, Groundhog's Day. If the groundhog sees its shadow, then you're gonna have 6 more weeks of winter, right? But if you go and you look at a calendar from February 2nd, and when does spring start? Like in March, right? And you count it, it's 6 weeks. So like I'm saying that to say that that's the time of year when the bugs start to come back and make their way back. So do not wait too long to get me booked up, because that's when it gets very busy.
Yeah, man.
We handle not only bed bugs but roaches, rodents. This year I handled a ladybug problem. What else did I handle that was strange this year? Right now, I'm dealing with probably the biggest rat infestation I've ever seen.
Wow.
I'm
Do
talking
you
about.
have do you come across anything that you don't want to deal with?
Oh, if it's got a price tag, I don't want to deal with charity work.
Well, not in that thing, man. There's so many things that can go wrong when you do stuff for free anyway.
Yeah,
Right?
so there's not a I don't think there's a pest situation that I won't I won't say, I'm not gonna say I won't be nervous or kind of scared going in to deal with it, but I think at the end of the day I'll go
Well,
in.
how
If
they
it's
like, for instance, how you feel about snakes?
it's a price tag on it, and then too in this case where we are, the snakes that are here, I mean, there's snakes that can kill you definitely, but snakes are we're not on their menu, and snakes got a really bad reputation from TV or whatever. So for the most part, a snake is trying to get away from you unless it's trapped, and then it's going to defend itself like anything would. So those are some things to keep in mind, that I have to keep in mind. Like, but for the most part, a snake is trying to get away from you. It's not
They're not trying to attack you physically.
not trying to attack you.
Except for in the movies.
Except for in the movies. Well, and then too, like with cottonmouths, if you strike at it, it's gonna come at you. Like most snakes are just gonna run away, but that's one snake that will turn and some mean little son of bitches.
And they're poisonous, right?
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they said, they'll kill you graveyard dead. Like is there any other way?
So do they have a certain color that we got to be aware of, like orange or something like that? Color.
I mean, that's the general color of them. It's just you just got to kind of understand their environments and when you could be around somewhere with snakes. Just like this weekend, I'm going to deal with some beavers, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get 2 cameras set up out there because I want to film me and my man Stewart out there on his property. I want to trap some beavers this weekend. And this time of year, and that's another thing in South Carolina. Snakes don't hibernate. I think they go in a hole and hibernate. They don't. They do what's called brumate, right? And so they're in a semi-conscious state, and what happens is that's why, like on a warm day, when the weather's warm enough, you'll see snakes around all times of year. You'll see them out. But I'm talking about the beaver dam because that's where a lot of them water moccasins hang out at, around them beaver dams.
Wow. I'm quite sure you're safe when you go out there and deal with these rodents. But how do you trap beavers and relocate them, or do you have?
I relocate them to beaver heaven.
Okay, well, I mean that's good. I mean, I ain't gonna say no more about it because they can be vicious too.
Very much so, and I mean it's dangerous because when I catch them, they're trapped on that foot trap, so they'll tear your damn leg up if you get close enough to them.
Oh yeah, okay. So now, how close is beavers and badgers? Are they the same or different?
No, I think it's got to be some kind of whatever. But I know what I'm seeing more otters.
Okay.
River otters, like not the big 6 feet one, but some pretty big ones. I'm starting to see along the and how I track a lot of this stuff is just what's being killed on the highway, and that's a good way to monitor what's in the area. But,
and the last question I'm ask you about fox. So you have a fox infestation? Or coyote?
The coyotes have been reintroduced to the area. It's not a problem yet that I know about, but and foxes aren't aggressive at all. Like,
but they look aggressive.
Yeah, they got that look now. They got that look like they'll tear some stuff up, but they not. Now that doesn't mean go and try to pet a fox because it's a wild animal.
Yeah.
You shouldn't pet anything that you see on Disney. You shouldn't pet.
Man, they do a lot to confuse the.
Yeah, everybody. If you ever see a polar bear, it's probably too late.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the one. We're on the menu for polar bears.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
when you talk about snakes, now 2 places I probably wouldn't do this, do the pest control thing at. One is down in South Florida, where all of those crazy hybrid pythons and all that stuff are at. And I say I won't, but I probably will. But I definitely
we'll call them exotics.
Yeah, in Texas, they have problems with, like, man, there's videos you can go on where in Texas, they got the heat is different from here. It's a dry heat in Texas. They don't have the humidity here, and so you could there's videos of houses where little trailer, single wide trailer, about 70, 80 rattlesnakes up underneath the house, trying, looking for the shade. So imagine going inside your house and hearing all of them rattlesnakes under your house rattling. Like,
wow.
I hold on a second. That's one of the things.
I guess that's why they have a lot of trailer homes in them areas. You can just roll away. Pick up your house and leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's good. Mike Rowe did about 300 or 400 episodes of this dirty job thing, right? And one thing that he, because like a lot of people don't know that Mike Rowe was actually an opera singer, right?
Wow.
From Dirty Jobs. Yeah, he sung
I
opera.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he did a lot of voiceovers too. Like a lot of voiceover you hear in commercials. It's Mike Rowe, right? But Mike made Dirty Jobs cool because he made people realize, at least in these episodes of the movies he did or TV shows he did, the people, the average everyday blue collar worker, men and women, when they do dirty jobs, they make life pleasant for everybody. Without those people that's doing those jobs, now, the more risque or the more dirty the job is, the more you can charge for it because nobody don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes a plumber till their house get backed up and defecation. You know what I'm saying? And plumbers charge like $80 to $100 an hour now. They come out and check out a plant, check out something. And so, but as you're talking about, a little bit of what you're doing, that's a commendable, really, a great profession to be in, because you got people that go out here and see a snake and run in front of a car. You know what I'm saying? Or
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, some people just got this fear. And then when you talking about things like what you just said right there is something I think a lot of people need to hear. You don't want to pet a snake and don't go be aggressive to a snake or a corner snake, but most of the time they're just trying to get away from you.
Yeah, and a lot of times if you see snakes in your yard, and I know this is foreign, and I'm gonna just say it, this is foreign to Black people. Like, the only good snake is a dead snake, and I would agree in the cases if you got kids running around out there and it's poisonous snakes, but there's a lot of snakes that are beneficial to the environment, because
they eat rats.
Absolutely,
rats got fleas. Fleas got them.
Rats got all kinds of issues going on with them. But here's this house. Here's check this out right here. This is one that I probably I definitely probably wouldn't go do.
Along that entire wall is just covered with snakes. There's one or two up there, and then behind that cinder block there's another big wad of them.
So you let the guys in the video do this damn stuff. And in this dark, they got lights on, man. Hey, is there a price on that?
Apparently over here we have an
Hey, I promise you, I'm giving them a price. I'm gonna be like $10,000. They be like, all right, go ahead. I'm gonna be like, I meant 15,000.
I mean, my price would be My price, to be honest with you, right? Because I'm not brave at all. My price would be $5. Right?
And
Now I'm
bro,
not even a
you
discriminator, but it'd be $5. You know what that $5
listen.
stand for?
What's that?
$5 more than what you got. So if you got $100,000, I need $5 more than that.
All right, so we've been under here for a couple.
If you got $1 million, I need $5 more than that.
You heard what he said? They've been
What?
under there for a couple. They've been under that house for a couple hours now, pulling snakes. Look, bro.
Those two.
You know the kind of mistake you can make down there.
I think I just counted around.
Just and because that's a definite way to get bit is to lay on a snake.
Hey guys, we're down to.
You will get bit.
Yes.
Look at that.
Look at that. Probably another 4 or 5 back there, something like that. These are
Probably 4 or 5, and those are rattlesnakes, brother.
Those are poisonous.
Absolutely poisonous. Those are your diamondback
Could
rattlesnakes.
you eat snakes like that?
Yeah.
That's food right there, boy.
Look at that, man.
You never know what food is until you go hungry.
Hey, man, and them snakes right there, the size of them rattlesnakes right there, oh, they will kill you dead, graveyard dead. Like,
is there any other kind of dead? Or you just say dead?
Dead, yeah, like the kids say that you gonna be dead.
Right. So man, look here, dog. I just say, man, and I was going to allude to, like, on Wingding we got a TV show called Who Are You, What Do You Do? Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, the same thing as Mac Road Job, but as we get into this business with Clean Feed and our professions with the other things that we do, we got to show that does an expose on young entrepreneurs, right? And people that starting businesses or people that just want other, advertisement. That this program, we give you 30 minutes to sit down and talk with a host, and you get to talk about yourself, your company, and everything, and give you an idea that show, is not really highly commercialized, but you can pay for us to come out and film you, right? And that show is like about $1,500, and you get a 30-minute infomercial if you're talking about your products and service, everything. And then, we put it on all our platforms, right? So that's another thing that we do over here at Clean Feed / Naomi Production, with the backing of Wingdang, So, again, it's like I look at everybody's occupation, and I'm just marveled by it, because it takes dedicated individuals to make this country, to make this world works. And we want to entertain people, and if we get enough, like you said, we get enough people advertising with us, we can give you guys a whole bunch of different things that you probably won't see, the kids basketball, the kids football, that kind of stuff. But we also, allow these kids, think about it. If you want to talk about it for a second, these kids, when we start going around and filming these kids in these communities, in their youth team or their travel teams or whatever, that allows more participation. There's less kids, there's more kids that got something to do other than being on the street or not doing anything, right? And the only thing we can do is give them a little bit of celebrity and help them see things in a different way. Team sport, teaching kids how to work together, and do different things.
Mike. See if your mic's muted on your side.
My mic? No, my mic is clean.
Good job.
Let me try it. Let me try it again. Now it's on. You got me? Oh, I can't hear you now.
Mike. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, they're probably tired of hearing this now. So I had you for a second. You got me?
Tripping. I can't.
You got me? Hello. Okay, I can't even hear you. StreamYard. No, I can't even hear you at all.
All right, there we go. The
Yeah, I got
feed's
you
not
now.
clean. Yeah, I got this cheap strip that I need to upgrade from. I'm at the point now to where, when I was figuring out whether or not this is something I wanted to get into, how you buying equipment just to get by,
Oh yeah.
and now you
Oh
need.
dog, I'm going through it now, right? I'm literally going through it now as far as upgrading my gear and everything. Um, when we first started doing this like the early tonight, I was trying to be, safe and use the gear that I'm used to. And in the middle of using this computer that I bought down in 2017, in the middle of it setting this thing up, the computer just shut down. And my new computer just came in like 3 days ago, and I was still setting it up as we was doing this feed. Um, Scaling up and buying new gear is one of those things too, that once you get to different tiers, you got to scale up with new gear. And if you got something that's faulty, you can't be in the middle of production and know that it's faulty and still use it. You know? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so yeah, but anyway, it's like it's so many caveats to this kind of business that I can give, a TED talk on, um, you know, and it's kind of boring, but it's stuff that I get off into. It's stuff that makes me want to get up in the morning and do this kind of stuff. I mean, I love it. I mean, I love getting that check though, because I do the work that nobody don't want to do. Right, pulling cables. And we was talking about fiber, for instance. Right, fiber allows me. I can pull fiber for almost like a mile and get a good clear signal. Right now, most cables you can do like 400 feet, 500 feet. But when you see me doing an event that's big, like that dog show, when we did that dog competition, I pulled like around about 6 cables that was like over 300 feet away from the production truck, you know, and that's not counting setting up like 16 cables for the audio and the well, not 16, but it was a good many cables that I had to, you know. By the time I got through, half my half my half my cases are just cables that I got to run to get to the cameras. You know what I'm saying? And to put those cameras, those 8 to 9 cameras, or there's 6 to 8 cameras out, it takes like around about 300 feet of cable for every run that I take. To get back to the home run, which is the truck. You know, but yeah, it is what it is. You know, call us, man, because you don't want to reinvent that wheel. You can call us. We'll help you put your show on without the hitch. You get to show up with your paper and your ideas, talk, and then leave. We get to deal with the other stuff.
And you get to look good in the meantime.
You get to look good, you know. I mean, you can't look good getting dusty in the dirt pulling cables. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Look at the images behind us right now. All that stuff is clean feed image right there. We didn't with that. None of that stuff is what you call it stock footage. No, that's all us. Right? That's all clean feed. It's a clean feed. You know what I'm saying? And nice cameras, all 4K, right? Just good gear, We invest the money. So anyway, man, what else you want me to talk about? I can get back into the weeds.
So yeah, I don't want to get into that. Let's see what we got here. I don't want to bring another thing up here, but what I can do is this.
Easter Sunday, March 31st, E&R presents a gospel celebration at the Kingston Lake Missionary Baptist Association with featured artists, Chosen Disciples, Maurice Mazik and MDK, the Sensational Brown Brothers, the Singing Angels, the Mighty Echoes, Tyrone and Company, Heavenly Bound, Benny and the Gospel Angels, and Ernest Lucas and Predestined. Doors open at 4 p.m. Show starts at 5 p.m.
Gospel extravaganza. Say again?
Is that an event that you film?
No, that's the event that's coming up. That's coming up Easter weekend in Laura, South Carolina. And I will be filming that event.
Okay.
So we need you guys to come out and be on TV. Because we're gonna stream that event. But now the thing about streaming that event, that's gonna be pay-per-view. Right? So if you want to see it, it's gonna cost you more to see it on pay-per-view than it is for you to go out to the concert. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to go out there. Laura said that far away. Come out there, enjoy yourself, and you got a lot of good acts gonna be performing, and it sounds better live. But actually, I take that back. Clean feed is like just as good as live, but still, yeah, that's the event that's coming up. A client of mine gave me the flyer. I put together that little commercial. I got a friend of mine that's matter of fact, I got a friend of mine. This is a funny story. I got a friend of mine that have the same last name as me, right? And his name is Michael. But I also have a brother named Michael. Right? All of us got the same last name. So this particular Michael that does my voiceovers for me, he's one of the guys that do my voiceovers. He's a mentor of mine from high school. And he's been my mentor for 50 years now. And so or at least 40 years. So but Michael Burgess, he's actually an actor, a local actor. He lives he's from Myrtle Beach, but right now he lives in Columbia and he works in Greenville. And but yeah, he was in a couple of movies. My Cousin Vinny. He was in Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise. He did about 3 or 4 episodes of Drop Dead Diva. He was in Heat of the Night, a couple of episodes of Heat of the Night, maybe 3 or 4 episodes of Heat of the Night when he was young. He was in his 20s when he did that. And it was like, this guy is an all-around great guy, actor, voiceover guy, anyway, but yeah, that's the story. He got the same last name as myself and the last name of my brother, who's actually, he got the first and last name of my brother, right? And it was kind of confusing because he grew up with me in Myrtle Beach. We went to high school. He was 2 years over me. And every time I got to a certain class, everybody said, "Mike is your brother?" I'm like, "Yeah, how do you know him? He's 2 years behind me." It was kind of confusing, but it was okay. So yeah.
Jay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Jay, look, man, we running on an hour, 30 minutes, man. We'll get back into this and do this when I got some more. Probably need to do it late because now I just did a speed test and it's
I'm rolling now.
Yeah, I know, right? So yeah, man, we can do this again, man. I think I want to put together some more ads, and
Okay.
then also we can secure this this website so that actually the website is already secure, but we're gonna build out this website, and give everybody feature releases of stuff that we have shot, so they can come there and entertain themselves on the website itself. You know what I'm saying? Or at least have a link to our YouTube channel. So yeah, man. So anyway, man, yeah, I'm good, man. I mean, my phone just hit. Oh shit, I'm down to 2% on my battery.
All right. Listen, man, we'll check back in with you, and I'll end off with this right here.
Okay, man.
Welcome to Klean Feed, your gateway to elevated online events, specializing in multi-camera live streaming production. We redefine online content with superior quality. Elevate your online events with Klean Feed and stand out in a world of high-quality production. Join us for a seamless blend of technology and creativity. Klean Feed, high-quality streaming.